So, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful good morning and welcome. Welcome to a new trading week. We have calendar week 19 and today it's Monday, the 10th of May. And I'm really happy to spend another week with you, to share my knowledge with you, to share my trades with you, to talk about everything what is responsible, what is important for trading, and how we can manage our trading to become successful on a long run, of course. So, and I hope you had a great weekend as well, and you were able to collect lovely life moments with your family, with yourself, with your kiddies, whatever is there. And I'm really happy that we can talk about trading now this week. So first of all, this Zoom morning briefing show is shared streamed on YouTube as well. So if you are on YouTube, then, or maybe you watch it later, then give us a like. If you want, thumb up, and you will find in the right bottom of your YouTube picture, there is a button you can subscribe this channel of Admirals, so you will never miss an episode. And you can leave your comments below that video. And of course, whatever, you can get in touch with me directly if you have any questions. And there are a couple of more ideas. You can get in touch with me directly. So let's switch to my slides this morning, and let me fix the chat so I can see what you're talking about. Here we go. And now I can see all of you. That's really cool. So I love to talking around the world and to the world. So good morning, Michael on YouTube and all the other guys here. So please feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. The chat is open. I can see it here. On the right side is YouTube. So feel free and yeah, ask what you think it's important for you, so we can talk about almost everything. So, and Plum and wonderful good morning to Bulgaria. Wonderful. So, you know, success is, guys, is not a fantasy, it's more a formula. And this is more important. You know, the moment you cannot work with guarantees, you know, you have to work with probabilities. And probabilities means it's you work with a formula, you work with mathematical calculation. And this is our rules. That's our trading approach. We want to trade the trend. And here we want to trade out of the correction if it is possible. And we have a hit quote of almost 72%. And that should be enough to make money on a long run. Of course, not on a short run. It is possible, but then it's more coincidence, but more on a long run. Don, wonderful good morning as well. So, and which means we have to follow that rules. And then, you know, the probability is like the dice. So, you know, there is a 6 on it, but only if you roll the dice, you have a big chance to roll to get the 6. But, you know, the probability, and I want to bring it in your mind again, means if your signal occurs, you have no option to think, oh, should I roll the dice right now or shouldn't I? Which means if you don't roll the dice, you will never figure out if there will be a 6 or not. So, but you know, this kind of rolling the dice means you cannot expect that you always get a 6. You know there is a 6 on it because you know you made your back test. And back test, like this rules, means, okay, you have a probability of almost 70%. What does it mean? Again, yeah, this means if the signal occurs, then you have a chance of 70% that the price is going up, or if you have a short trend, it's going down, and will have a close above or below the last point 2, no more, no less. The result or the hit quote never give you the, how should I say, the kind of prediction about the result of the trade. Every hit quote shows only what you made in your back test, no more, no less. So therefore, we have two other milestones your trading should build up, and this is cut a possible loss if the trade will not running and it's one of the 30%. But if the trade is running, let it run. Let the winners run. So that two milestones are kind of more important than the approach, than your setup, because your setup is given. That's all. Either the signal occurs or it doesn't, no more, no less. So you see, there is no option that you can think, oh, should I roll the dice or shouldn't I? So you have to. There is no option. And now maybe you really think it through. You know, I cannot make day trading. If I'm in my job, if I have a normal job to do and you have to work, you cannot make day trading because you miss a lot of dices. And that's stupid. Then you can never fulfill the law of probability. You should think about that point because it's really, really important. So therefore, we have to talk about if a signal occurs by our signals, by our rules, valid trend is needed. It should be a young trend. We want to trade out of the correction or get in latest at the last point to speculate on a trend break and basically on a trend continuation, of course. And then we're waiting for a trend breakout of the balance candle or whatever. Then sometimes, if you roll the dice, and yes, sometimes you get a 6 and sometimes, Jesus Christ, you get another 66 by coincidence. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, God, thanks God. So there is a 1. So sometimes the signal works, but you have one of the 30%. So, and now the point is how you handle it. And our main topic for this Monday is about risk management. But my real question is, in trading, and now close your eyes and think it really through, is there indeed really a risk management you need to know in trading? Listen to the word, risk management. Is there in trading really a risk management? Let's talk about that. But now let's go to how you can get in touch with us by live trading at admiralmarkets.com. And if if you have a real question, you can make a video and send it to that by your iPhone or whatever you have, and say your name, where you're coming from, and then your question. Send it to live trading at admiralmarkets.com. And all the other things, you can get in touch with me directly by Instagram, Twitter, most used by myself, Twitter and Facebook, or maybe now completely new, a live trading room we created only for you is on twitch.tv/thehowtrader. And here we go. You can get in touch with me directly. And first of all, let's see the numbers we expect today. You see, not really. Australian retail trade in Australia is over. So we don't expect any, for us as swing traders, not really important numbers. So there is no rate decision this week. So a couple of guys will talk about rates and on British pound and Mrs. Lagarde and a couple of other guys, but there's no rate decision this week. So feel free to be focused on your trades. But I want to invite you, of course, to wonderful webinars this week, which hosted by Jens and Paul. And next one is Paul on Wednesday, when he's talking about what happened about Archegos and what we can learn about, Swiss Group and Nomura. And I got around about 5 banks lost billions of money by failed calculation, by having not kind of risk management, and they were completely failed. And I guess the Swiss bank is, what is this? Swiss, whatever. They lost $5.5 billion, or Swiss franc. And there you can learn a lot. And on Friday, Jens is talking about why series paper trading is as important as series live trading. So Credit Suisse, thank you very much. Credit Suisse lost 5.5 billion Swiss franc, or maybe dollar, I don't know right now, but in that size. And this is a lot of money. So you see, even the professionals are human beings with making failures and mistakes. So, and as I said, you can follow me on Twitter if you want, then you will never miss any signal or whatever. Or at the best, let me invite you to my new live trading room we created, or I created for you. And you see, this is Twitter and /Twitter.tv and then DAO Trader. And then you can get in touch with me like Arnold this morning. We had a lovely talk this morning and I explained by microphone. So you type it in the chat box, whatever you want. And you can see there is a text which is running through the picture. And there you can see what I'm doing right now. If I'm available for your questions, or maybe this morning, you could read there, I'm in meditation 20 minutes, or you see the next appointment, like this morning show right now, or what I'm doing. Then you see if I'm available for your questions or not. So this is live trading, and there you can ask me whatever is in your mind. So it's free of charge for you, of course. So feel free to join and to follow me there, and you will never miss if I'm going live, or you can get in touch with me the whole rest of the day. So most of the times I'm start working at 6 in the morning, German time, of course. In my office, I'm around about 7:10. Then I start with 20 minutes meditation every morning. And then I start to prepare the morning show or the rest of the day. And there you see me in the webcam. And then, yeah, feel free, guys. I'm looking forward to see you there and to get in touch with you directly. So now let's go through our trades, and still thinking about the word risk. I have a question for you. So, but first of all, this is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. So we are circling around kind of, our entry. And actually, I must realize that we will have a kind of close above my purple line. And you know, my purple line means it's my soft stop. And if I will have a clear close, then I trail my hard stop to get out, because I must realize I'm sitting in the wrong bus right now, and then I have to go out. But the situation basically doesn't change. Actually, we still have a trend. We still have a young trend. My point of control, or the basic point of control, is still downwards, and nothing happened. But I don't know what happened next. Therefore, I must realize, okay, right now, actually, I'm sitting in the wrong bus. So then I have to go out. I never will remain in that bus until I realize, oh, I'm in the wrong, I'm at the end of the line. You see, that makes no sense. So get out, small losses, but never forget to make a re-entry if we have to chance. So, and that's the point why you should keep it on your watch list. Okay. So if I will get out, you will see it on Twitter if I make a kind of screenshot for you. So next one is Euro Swiss franc. That's a better one. Here you see, that's the point. That was the third shot. On the fourth shot, sorry. 1, 2, 3. We always cut the loss, and now we had a winner. We sold half the position and nothing changed. So in here you see that's a perfect example why you never should miss a signal. You know, that's the dice. The fourth time we rolled the dice, we didn't have a 6, but finally at the fourth one, that's a 2. At the next one, it's a 1. You see, but at any time, fourth one is a 1. and that's a 5, you see. But sometimes, yeah, okay, come on, that's a 3. That's by coincidence. Yeah, no, here we go. There is the 6 right now. So you see, and but when the 6 is coming, you have to roll. Oh, if the dice is coming, then you have to roll the dice. So this is a probability, you know, and the results are by coincidence. Yeah. Therefore, cut the loss and let the winners run. That's the really, really important thing. Yeah. Or to say it with the words of my Mandalorian, never take off your mask. And I would say never miss a real signal. Okay. Because this is a kind of protection. So here we go. FTSE. And we are really close to our final target. It's the point of control. And yeah, let's see. The target is at 3, what is it? Target is at around 7,190 roundabouts. Yeah, and we are really close to fulfill our final target. But basically, check the chart. And this is what I say, what I can give you as a guarantee or the kind of promise in trading. If you are strong enough and if you really hold it out, I promise you, you will become successful on a long run. I swear to God, you will. Oh, greetings to India. Dinak, Elisa, wonderful good morning. Hi. So please, again, I only can say I back you. I go on my knees if you want. But please stay in this morning briefing show. Stay with us in Admirals and hold it out. And therefore, we need to talk about special things like risk management. So, and here is my question for you, based on that, what you see here right now. So there is a big, big question. Think it through. How do you feel? How do you feel about the word risk? Again, not what you think. Listen to me. I ask you, how do you feel about the word risk? Maybe quite scared, or maybe you say I feel nothing, I don't care about, or maybe you say it's a bit of uncomfortable. So what do you feel here? Put off your mind and feel. How do you feel if you hear the word risk? And while you're thinking about that, or maybe you can close your eyes a bit and then feel. Say the word risk to yourself and then feel how do you, and then a kind of feeling risk. So, and then push the button on the poll. Thank you, Anna. And, or maybe on YouTube, you can give me a 1, a 2, or a 3. So we have a kind of clear answer. So by the way, we have 3 weekly charts running, and here we go. First of all, let me check this. Here you see the following point. We were short in US dollar Polish zloty in weekly chart, and you see we got out last week by this stupid spike. Yeah. So what did we learn about that? We learned something about using soft stop, you know, soft stop. You see the price going down and we are out. So therefore, please, in the other running trades, take your soft stop and trail it to the last candle of last week. Okay. Same in US dollar Czech krone. Take a soft stop or set an alert and above the candle of last week. Yeah. because in a weekly chart, there is no rush. Okay, you don't have to be hurry about that. Yo, check it and use your soft stop. Okay. So before I show you my trades I have on my watch list for today, there is Tula Siswe from South Africa. Greetings to South Africa. Nice to meet you here. Okay, there is risk for me means avoid it. Yeah, basically. So this is really important. And I want to share my knowledge with you. And because this is a really important thing. I ask you, how do you feel about risk? You know what? Let's go first of all through our charts. First of all is Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. There come up a question. I see it. Hi, sir. Chuni, wonderful. Welcome from India. Nice to meet you. I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're doing good. Especially you have really rough times in India right now. I hope you are safe. Okay, this is Euro New Zealand dollar. Still, we have a trend. Still, the point of control is above. But as you can see, and it was a good idea to not open the trade here. As I said, wait if it will go up, really up. But I can see right now what I'm talking to you all week and all week long. You see the price volume. And here on the left side, this indicator shows you how comfortable the price feels right now. And you see there are a lot of buyers and sellers there. Otherwise, the price wouldn't stay there. Actually, it remains, the price keeps there, and we don't have to do anything. You see, it's a kind of, nothing. A lot of people say, oh, that's a sideways phase. No, it's not. In the order book, never exists a sideways phase. And I want to train you that you start to think in prices, not in what you see there. Think in prices. And prices are either cheap or expensive or fair valued. Actually, we must confess that the price is cheap because the normal price is the red line above, the point of control. But we also must confess that the market builds and grows and increase the volume at the current price. And this is a clear signal. It's the market is shouting to you, stop, listen, check it. We are fine actually with that price. Yeah. Don't care about euro or New Zealand dollar. Don't care about it. Your ship is not big enough that you are in the Suez Canal and can hold up the whole world economy. You don't do that. You cannot, because you don't have an influence on the right side. Yeah. So check it. We still have a trend. It's a kind of main trend, but the price feels comfortable here right now. So wait if we have more clear signals and we can realize that the price will pull more buyers into the market, and then we can think about a new trading idea there, but it's still on the watch list. How can I put the histograms on your left of my charts? It's an indicator I developed with a partner of mine, but it's not free of charge, and you will find it on my homepage. If you want. So you see, it's a new homepage. It's in English, of course. And then here is, you will find a lot of things there, or maybe you can get in touch with me directly, and then I send you the link of that. Okay. So next one is Euro British Pound. And you see, we cut a possible loss. It was a small loss right now. But the trend is not valid right now. You see, this is a kind of this one. And the price is going down, which means euro weak, British pound strong. Yeah. So there is nothing to do, but it's still on my watch list. Not for today. It should, I guess we expect a really calm day. So here we go, British pound, Swiss franc. We had a really, really small loss. You see how I handled this one. Because we had a close above my purple line, which is my soft stop. I trailed my hard stop down, and then the market got me out. Yeah, so, but it's still my signal. I still have a trend. I still have a young trend, and I'm actually in the correction again. So now I'm waiting for the next balance candle. I can delete this, this purple line for that moment. So you see small losses. I must realize I was in the wrong bus. The destination was right. I bought my ticket. I got into the bus. The bus started to drive in my direction, and suddenly he turned. Why? I don't care. Maybe the bus driver had a heart attack, or maybe he wanted to go back to his family, or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Or maybe there was a construction place and the bus has to take another direction. I don't know. I cannot find the reason in the order book. So stop trying to explaining why, because there's always one proper answer. You know it? So what's the proper answer? Why the price went up and didn't go in my direction? What is the only one reason you can find in the order book? What do you think? Type in the chat box. What's the only one proper answer? The only proper answer for that. Absolutely. I'm really proud of you guys. I really do love you because you are really, really cool. Exactly. There's only one proper answer. We had more buyers there. That's all. Don't stop try to figuring out why. I don't care. Whatever. There was more buyers than sellers. We have more volume on the buyer side than on the seller side. That's all. But don't miss the next signal, because you see there is a volume zone on the left side, which is exactly in this blue rectangle here. And maybe they will test this volume zone again. And if we will find there in the next balance candle, then we can set the next pending order. We can do it again, because you see the point of control is really far away. And the possibility or the opportunity, or maybe you should say the probability that we will reach the point of control is over 90%, because there's only one exception when they move the point of control. But then you will see it on the market profile. Yeah? Done. Right. Cool. More buyers than sellers on YouTube as well. So keep in your watch list. So we cut the loss. Okay. So still, and here, this is what I want to show you, because that the reason why I left it on my watch list, because I want to show you how the market profile works. And you see, I expect the moment we will reach on the time horizon, the red line, I'm quite sure that the point of control will switch up and will move up to that. And this is how you can predict a price kind of behavior. And you see, we were right to not open a trade there. Okay. But here is another chance I have really for my today on my watch list. This is New Zealand Swiss franc. We still have a trend. Point of control is still far away. And now maybe here you see that. Here is a kind of volume zone. And here you see the price is fighting right now. So if the price will cope that challenge and will have a close above, then I'm quite sure that we will extend the correction. But if the price will fail there and we will have more sellers than buyers there, then we can think about a short position or short trade to the lower side with the target, of course, the point of control. So I would suggest stay until the end of the show. Okay, I have a share deep knowledge with you today about risk. So this is another one. This is Euro Russian ruble, of course. So we had a changing of the color last week, and we had a kind of high volume there. So, but actually, where we are is not that pretty good. Because first of all, the point of high is really close. And we have this kind of zone, resist zone there. So you see the price is circling around there. So wait, we will get our chance when the price will continue, because there will be a correction and then we will have it on our watch list again. So a kind of better one is this one, is Euro Hungarian forint. We have a change of the color last week. We had balanced candles the previous week, the week before. We have a kind of high volume the last weeks, and therefore we will open a position here below that candle of last week. Yeah, so I will do it after the session because it cost too much time right now. Yeah, so you can do it and then stop loss above the previous candle. Okay, it's weekly chart kind of diversification. Yeah, so and here we go. We had the kind of my question was for you, how do you feel if you hear the word risk? So we have a kind of clear result, a bit of uncomfortable. We have 52% and 62 said quite scared, and 22% I feel nothing. That's cool. If you feel nothing, that's cool. On the other hand, it's not really good, because you should feel something. Maybe you're a robot, but I am not, of course. So I want to explain kind of on the surface, of course. I want to explain. Why do you feel a bit of uncomfortable? Because you don't know what happens next. And this is always in our life the same. The moment you don't know what happens next makes you a bit of uncomfortable. In trading, we are always in that situation. Even you have an open trade or not. If you set a pending order or not, you are always on the right side of the chart and you don't know what's happened next. And this makes you a bit of uncomfortable or maybe a little bit scared. This is normal human behavior. But is there really a risk in trading? Think it through. We have to go deeper. I can say, no, there is no risk in trading. You know why? You have to listen to the words. You feel uncomfortable because you don't know what happens next. So, but what is the worst case? What can happen in trading? The worst case is you lose that money you were willing to invest. There is only one risk, but this is human behavior and this is really stupid. If you trail your stop far away, if you don't calculate the money you want to invest in that trade. You know, we have 70% probability, which means if the signal occurs, in 70% of all cases, you will have a winner, or maybe the price will go in the profit zone. Only 30% will not. So, but risk means you don't know what happens or what could happen. And that's wrong. Because you know exactly what could happen next. Because only two things. the price is going into your stop or the price is working for you. That's all. There is no risk. And therefore, you don't feel too much. You don't have to, how should I say? There is no need to feel high emotion. So therefore, calculate the money you want to invest in trading. Because you used to think in money. To be honest, to yourself, by the way, you never think in numbers. You never think in percent. If you get your salary at the end of the month, you know how much it is. And if you get a little bit more money the next week, maybe, then you don't think in, oh, I got 1% more. No human behavior thinks less, more than that. Kind of Sheldon Coopers, of course, think in that way. Most of people have a look at their accounts. Oh, I got 100 euros more in my account. Or maybe you lose your wallet. I'm quite sure that you don't go home and you don't tell your wife, oh, honey, I lost 1% of my monthly salary in my wallet. How stupid is that? If you lose your wallet on the street, or you left it on a toilet room or whatever, you go home and you're complaining, oh gosh, there were 50 euros or $20 or whatever in my pocket. No one is thinking in risk, in numbers. How stupid is it to do that in trading? You have to think in money. So if you calculate your money management, there is no word risk in it. And there's no reason to feel kind of uncomfortable. Because if you calculate the money you want to invest in that trade, then you know before anything happens what can happen next. Worst case, you lose that money you were willing to invest, and there is no risk. Because risk, the word risk, means I don't know what happens next, and that's wrong. So change your way of thinking, guys. This is really, really deep knowledge. Change your way of thinking and learn to think in money in that way, what you want to invest, and reduce it in a comfortable zone, and don't think in leverages and such stupid things. So this is what I want to share with you today about talking risk money management. Think it through, and maybe you watch it on YouTube again. I think you have to choose a trading size which do not activate your penguin factor. Yeah, that's right, Danny. Use a money management which keeps you inside your comfort zone, and therefore trading is an individual thing. Because $20 is a value which means completely different things for 9 billion people around the world. $20 for an African guy is completely different to an Asian guy or European guy or whatever. Completely different. Think it through. It may be that a single loss is not a risk, but many losses in a row. No, same. So you see, there are a lot of things you should think about. It's always money and not risk. Yeah, the rest is probability, not risk. Even you have losses in a row, it's just kind of probability. You see, there's interesting kind of thinking. We should change a little bit our way of thinking. So I hope you will give us a like on YouTube, and maybe thumb down, whatever it is, and you watch the show again. And yeah, I hope we see each other in my trading room or wherever. And thanks to Admirals that we can do that every morning. Thanks to Anna. And I hope we'll see each other tomorrow again, 8:30, same time. And I wish you a lovely day. Have courage and be kind.